That thing on the wall. So you see how we do it here on Saturday. This is what it's going to stop. Oh, you put that thing on the wall. So you see how we do it here on Saturday. This is what it's going to stop.
Wow. The ritualistic behaviors. The putting girls in the suitcases.
So Beyonce is going through it right now because of Blue Ivy. Turns out she discovered a terrible final message in her room. According to reports, Blue's been thinking about things ever since the Epstein papers became released. And no, that's not a random coincidence. Apparently Blue was pulled to the terrible island by her own father. And now that the whole world knows everything about it, she can't handle it. B's enraged, unwilling to believe the reality that her own daughter was exposed to such filth. But Jay, on the other hand, doesn't appear to care at all. He came up for the Super Bowl last week along with Blue and Ivy, and nary a worry in sight about the current talk around him and Blue. The family appeared like they were having a nice time, but the internet knew what was up. They felt Jay was using his kids to make a statement about how he was above the law in light of the Epstein charges. And if you think it's a stretch, then how about the fact that Jay was at the event with Jack Dorsey, who was wearing a t-shirt that stated Epstein? Now, it seemed like the greatest smack in the face, an obvious mocking of how he was untouchable despite the evidence against her. But the most awful aspect, Jay made Blue a part of the procession, and it's honestly not the first time he brought her into Epstein's sick world either. And no, that's not a random assertion, that's a fact. Jay's really referenced in the Epstein files. You gonna hate me for this one? Oh, Jay-Z for real. Diddy. Damn. Beyonce was found in the Epstein files, giving up to 16 of her fetuses for Epstein. This most dangerous game, as they referred to it, was a matter of human hunting, and when a mind-control slave such as myself was stripped of clothes and turned loose in the woods, his participation in Epstein's vile enterprise became uncovered owing to a tip to the FBI back in the day. According to the records, an unnamed victim phoned in, stating that back in 1994, she was subjected to unfathomable brutality at Epstein's hands. She would often be violated during his gatherings. Things only got worse in 1996, when an unknown guy, one most probably hired by Epstein, snatched her from her house. The victim opened her eyes to discover Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z looking down at her. Both of them began to do awful things to her. Unfortunately, it wasn't a one-off incident. Over the following 5 years, Jane Doe was subjected to the same pattern. She characterized the persons doing these abductions as handlers. One of them was Pouchette. Now, it's not yet obvious how frequently Jay employed Epstein's services, but one thing's certain, he was interested in becoming a member of that circle, like everyone else in the business. It's why supporters think he also established up a connection with Harvey Weinstein, which, by the way, is widely documented. There's this one footage of Jay sitting down with Weinstein in 2016 at Cipriani Wall Street with Weinstein making jokes. "You're the only one who ever I take it any time for you. I want to see him get bombshell footage," just surfaced from Africa, where Jay-Z has been accused of running child safaris for Jeffrey Epstein's VIP, associates and the global elites. But the circus didn't finish with Jay going around with these guys. According to those close to him, he gave up Blue to guarantee his place at the table as well. And that's not altogether implausible, considering Sarah Ferguson, aka Prince Andrew's wife, did the same thing to her kids. According to the papers, she flew Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie to Miami to meet Epstein less than a week after he was released from jail in July 2009. What's horrible is that she would even invite him to the daughter's birthday celebrations. Okay, so we've all seen this photo before, right? Well, I just learned the context behind this photo, the event that this photo was taken at, and I have to share it with you guys, because this is absolutely crazy. So this photo was taken at the 18th birthday party of Princess Beatrice, who is the daughter of disgraced Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. I swear Sarah Ferguson and Prince Andrew hate their children, because what do you mean? Harvey Weinstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Jeffrey are all guests at your daughter's 18th birthday party. In one email, he asked Sarah whether there would be any prospect of her girls saying hello. It's like she was exploiting her children, to buy her way into Epstein's enterprise. And if a member of the royal family did that, there's a great possibility Jay-Z was playing the same game. It's not like he was beyond utilizing Blue Ivy like that. For the longest period, Blue's been offered as a product. They label her a superstar online, but the truth is very different. Jay had her performing in front of people from an early age. Jay-Z, for some music reason, has got the choice over who performs at our Super Bowl. Who's another problem? Don't even get me started on his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Why is he choosing who's appropriate for American children to watch during our seminal sporting event? Honestly, the way Blue Ivy, a 12-year-old, is over-sexualized by her parents needs to be researched. Since she's still a kid, and they're dressing her like she's 17 to 18 years old. Explosion. Of course, the internet has a lot of thoughts on it. Very sad. He should be safeguarding his kid, not promoting her. When you look at everything that's inside Hollywood, her parents simply placed a bullseye on that young child. As for Beyonce's part in all of this, well, she bears the responsibility. She was a member of Epstein's group. Former NFL player Larry Johnson is really the one who dropped the ball regarding her participation. He detailed a gathering in the Colorado foothills with Jay-Z and Beyonce, where young people were paraded around like entertainment. When Jay was going after B was a very young woman. Now, I did a Rockaware photo shoot, music, in Colorado, and I think it was during the winter time of '06 or '07. And Naomi Campbell was there. Actress Jamie King was there. Jay was there. B was there. And he rented this house. Music. We were supposed to do this rap party for this photo shoot. We rented this house, and we were watching LeBron play, and after the game, it had to have been like 10 or 11 o'clock, so we getting ready to party. According to Larry, young folks came up to the gathering out of nowhere, and the most twisted part, he heard both Jay and Bey participating in truly filthy chats with these folks. Jay-Z, you're just like Diddy. I can't stand your arrogant, condescending attitude. Nicki posted a video of you wearing a pink wig, and I retweeted it. Nothing more. You deserved it. Everyone knows about our feud. It's been going on for over 20 years. I've seen all your manipulation in the industry, from power struggles to cultural control. In 2015, when Tidal launched, Nicki helped you build it from nobody to a successful platform, and you immediately pocketed her $9 million in royalties. Lil Wayne was qualified for the Super Bowl, but you kicked him out of personal grudges. How is that any different from Diddy forcing his artist to sign unfair contract? Just because Nicki didn't align with him, he resorts to this kind of suppression. You're truly despicable. What's even more interesting is that right after I showed him and his father's photo in the documentary, Sean Combs: A Reckoning, you immediately had your lawyer send me a warning letter saying I overstepped my bounds when you wrote the lyrics to exonerate Diddy back then. Why didn't you think about today? You say the film is malicious slander, but why don't you dare sue me for defamation? 'Cause all the evidence I have is true. I haven't finished reporting the witnesses in my documentary, and I haven't released all the Tidal profit-sharing documents. If you know what's good for you, pay back what you owe Nicki with interest. Don't wait until I make Jay-Z reckon in two, by which time even Beyonce's PR team won't be able to save you. No one's scared of 50 cents. I'm about $1. What the f*** is 50 cents? Jay goes, and nobody's as afraid of 50 Cent. His safe presentation. What do the glasses represent? Intelligence, right? A nerd, maybe. Why would you have to make that clear when no one's ever asked me if I'm afraid of Jay-Z? His largest selling record sold 430-something thousand copies. My largest selling records, plural, 2 of them, sold 5 million in a word or a sound. Jay-Z, good business. And yeah, my next documentary is going to be on Harv. I've been telling y'all that Mother has been up to some diabolical, and now y'all gonna get it on tape. So Jay-Z's name showed up in the Epstein files, and bam, 50 Cent is immediately on Instagram promoting an entire documentary. No teaser, no waiting, just direct smoke. And now Jay-Z's legal team is supposedly threatening litigation while 50 is daring them to attempt it. Y'all, things escalated quickly, because this isn't just rumor. This is Epstein's secret papers, powerful names, and some incredibly unpleasant charges that people have been muttering about for years. And if there's one guy who lives for dragging old skeletons into the limelight, it's 50 Cent, especially when it involves someone he already doesn't like. So what precisely do these papers say? Why are insiders panicking? Why does this seem a lot larger than just Jay-Z? Let's be genuine. The second we noticed that Jay-Z's name came up in those files, we already knew for sure that 50 Cent would be all over it. If Jay-Z has no detractors, then y'all better believe that 50 Cent has exited.